हेलो वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। तो आज हम ये परफेक्ट इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग परफेक्ट इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की रीडिंग करेंगे, जिसमें जैसे किसी के बारे में बताते हैं उसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन करेंगे। तो लेट्स गो। तो जनरल शब्द है ये डेली कन्वर्सेशन के लिए। तो जैसे वी मतलब हम, आई मतलब मैं, सी मतलब स्त्री, और मतलब हमारा, देम मतलब उनका, गर्ल मतलब लड़की, केट बिल्ली, मेन आदमी, काऊ गाय, वुमन स्त्रियाँ, यू आर तुम्हारा, हर स्त्री उसकी, आर मतलब है, यस मतलब जी हाँ, वॉट मतलब क्या, वेन मतलब जब, वेयर मतलब जहाँ, देयर मतलब वहाँ, हाउ मतलब कैसे, यू मतलब तुम, ही मतलब वह, देयर मतलब उनका, बॉय मतलब लड़का, रेट मतलब चूहा, मैन मतलब एक मनुष्य, एनिमल जानवर, वुमेन स्त्री, माई मतलब मेरा, हीज मतलब उसका, एम एम मतलब हूँ, नो मतलब नहीं, हु मतलब कौन, देन मतलब तब, हियर मतलब यहाँ, वाई मतलब क्यों, लेफ्ट मतलब छोड़ दिया, राइट मतलब सही दायां, वर्क मतलब काम, गो मतलब जाना। तो वो सारे शब्द हैं यार, वो पढ़ते पढ़ते तो
चल भाई मैं काम पे चलो बाद में और ले ली हाँ।
देश के बारे में पढ़ते हैं। द इंडिपेंडेंस डे आवर अगस्त इन 15, इंडिया won freedom on August 15, 1947. Since we have been celebrating the Independence Day every year, it is a very important day. It is the national festival. The rich and poor celebrate it alike. In Delhi, Guard function is held in Red Fort. The function begins 7:30 a.m. Lakh of people there. There they are in the best dresses they come from, and near many foreigner attend the function. Car and scooter drive the place. The Prime Minister unfurl the national flag in 7:30 a.m. It is followed by a speech. The speech can be heard even from the ratio. Crores of people hear it all over India. Many people watch the celebration on the TV. देखो ये वाली पढ़ेंगे, इससे अच्छा तो इकोनॉमिक्स क्लास 12 रीडिंग इंग्लिश। सैम्पल क्वेश्चन पेपर इकोनॉमिक्स फर्स्ट। इसमें लिखा है डिफाइन अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट। डिफाइन अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट, आंसर्स का सुनो। अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट इज अ कमोडिटी, इज द अमाउंट ऑफ द अदर कमोडिटी दैट हैज़ बीन foregone in order produce the first, or in other word, it is the cost of next best opportunity for. The marginal revenue curve is cuts of horizontal line between y-axis and the demand curve into the two unequal parts, two equal parts, either no the two equal parts. state the condition in which a production possibility curve can rotate outward. Answer: the production possibility curve is rotated outward under the following two conditions: improvement in technology, favor of the commodity, growth of resources of the production of the commodity. The production possibility curve will rotate inward under the following two conditions: degradation of technology of the commodity, fall in resources of production of commodity. Discuss the brief the various kinds of demand. The law of demand states that other factor remains constant. The demand for a commodity expands with fall in its price, and law of demand states that there is an inverse relationship between the price of commodity and its quantity demanded. Assumption of law of demand are as follows: there should be no change in the price of substitute of complementary goods. There should be no change in the income of consumer. There should be no change in the tasted preference and habit of the consumer. Should be no change in the number of family member, government policy, etc. There should be no change in distribution of income, no expansion of further change in availability of a commodity. इसका other the various kinds of demand are follow. Price demand, it is referred to the quantity demanded a commodity in the relationship with its price, other things remaining unchanged. Income demand, it is refer to the demand is commodity relationship income of consumer, other thing remains constant. Price demand, it is refer to the relationship between the price of commodity and demand for a related goods, other thing be constant. Drive demand, when demand one commodity is derived from the demand for same other commodity, it is now a drive demand. Demand from house lead to demand in the cement, bricks, etc. Difference between monopoly and perfect competition. Meaning, it is a monopoly. It is a refer to the market where the single seller produce selling a particular goods in the market. Firms demand curve under monopoly relative less elasticity. Demand curve slope downward with low elasticity and it's steeper. Demand curve is a monopoly form. Perfect competition, it is referred to the market where there are large number of sellers selling homogeneous goods. Form of demand curve under monopolistic is the perfectly elasticity. Demand curve is a horizontal straight in the line of parallel to the x-axis. Demand curve is a perfectly competitive form. Demand schedule, it is a table showing different quantity of goods that people are prepared to the different level of a price. In other words, the law of demand or demand function set in the tabular for terms of demand. Demand schedule can be further classified. Individual demand schedule, the schedule that show the demand by an individual household commodity of different price is type now an individual demand schedule. Market demand schedule, the schedule that show demand of follow household for a commodity at a different price is now as a market demand schedule. Demand curve. A demand curve is a graphical representative of the schedule showing the relationship between price of commodity and it is demand. It is downward sloping curve. Demand curve is two types of given below: individual demand curve, market demand curve. Individual demand curve is show various quantity of a commodity demanded by a particular household or various levels of a price is now as an individual demand curve is a graphical representative of individual demand schedule. Market demand curve, a curve which show various quantity of commodity demanded by the whole market. Various price is now as a market demand curve. It is graphical representative of market demand schedule. तो ये आज हमने इंग्लिश की सिंपल क्वेश्चन के ऊपर इकोनॉमिक्स का पढ़ा, रीडिंग की ये वाली बुक का। इसमें इसमें 12th के सारे सिंपल पेपर 12th। तो क्वेश्चन आंसर पढ़ें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल का। थैंक यू सो मच। लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब।